Yo, what's going on, everyone? Philly Willie back here with another episode. Last episode I touched on the 2023 NFL Draft and what I thought of all the picks. And this episode I'm going to talk about the Deandre Swift trade. I touched on it a little bit in the last video, but we're going to get a little bit more in depth on it here and what I think about it. So let's get into it. All right. So as we all know, majority of the Eagles fan base, we're really looking forward to the Eagles drafting Bijan Robinson, and then the Detroit Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons took that dream away from us, so we're not going to get to see that happen. And then we all thought, you know what, then we'll just go after Jamar Gibbs, but then the Lions went ahead and fleeced him right from us. But that's all good because it opened up a trade for Deandre Swift, and we got a really great player to replace Miles Sanders, and he's definitely the solidified running back one and on depth chart with Rashad Penny, Boston Scott, and Kenneth Gainwell. And so in that trade, we ended up trading the 7th pick from the 2023 NFL Draft and a 4th round pick from 2025, which we basically got him for nothing. And then on top of that, his salary is only costing the Eagles about $1.7 million in cap space. So we basically got him for free, and we're going to have a solidified running back who is capable of doing the same things that Miles Sanders did on the ground last year, but go ahead and throw on top of that, catching out of the backfield. Last year's stats for Deandre Swift were 99 carries for 542 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground, and 48 catches for around 400 yards through the air. And I believe that Miles Sanders only had about 80 yards through the air, but he did go over 1,000 yards on the ground. But Deandre Swift is more than capable of going over 1,000 yards, especially with the offensive line that the Philadelphia Eagles have. So I have no problem with this trade. I don't think anybody who's an Eagles fan has a problem with this trade, just as long as he stays healthy. I mean, he did miss 3 games last year, but you know, the Eagles, not trying to jinx them, but they had a pretty healthy season last year, and that's just something that we got to look forward to. And I think that he's going to kill it on the ground, and he's going to kill it through the air too, and he's going to open up that offense. He's going to open up that offense and take a workload off of Jalen Hurts, and be able to spread the ball out more. And I think it's just going to work out great. He is in the last year of his contract, which sucks, but they're either going to re-sign him or he's just going to go to another team. And we basically got him for nothing for a year, so we're just going to see how that plays out. I would like for them to re-sign him, but we just got to let the season play out and see if he stays healthy and see what he's able to produce for us, and we can go from there to see as a fan base whether we would want to have Deandre Swift back or not. And my prediction on this is I think that we're going to end up wanting him back at the end of the season. I think the Eagles will get him back at the end of the season because he's going to be an elite piece of this offense, and I do believe it's going to carry us back to the Super Bowl. Not just this move, but with all the other moves that we made, but on putting this on top, I think it's definitely going to take us back to the Super Bowl. I don't see anybody in the NFC being able to take the Eagles down. I mean, even in the NFL, they have the most complete roster. So those are my thoughts on this. All right, so that's going to be it for this episode. If you guys like the content, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We're going to go ahead and grow this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.